So today we are looking at the Syrian question. So in this kind of arrangement, it is part of the Eastern question. We believe that in the Greek War of Independence, I emphasize, the Sultan of Turkey went to Mehmet Ali and asked Mehmet Ali for support, promising to give him some territories after the war. By this time, after the war, Mehmet Ali went to the Sultan and told the Sultan Mahmud, I want my what? Territory. The Sultan refused, and this led to the conflict. That's why we are saying the armed conflict between the Ottoman Empire and Egypt began as early as 1831, when Egypt occupied the Turkish territory of Syria, and by 1833, it had turned into a major crisis. So we are challenging minds. What led to the Syrian question? Number one, the refusal by Sultan Mahmud II to hand over the promised territories of Syria, Crete, and Morea to Mehmet Ali. We believe in the Greek War of Independence, the Sultan promised to give Mehmet Ali Syria, Crete, and Morea if Mehmet supported the side of Turkey. But after the Greek War of Independence, the Sultan refused to hand over Syria, Crete, and Morea. It is this that made Mehmet Ali to send his son, Ibrahim Pasha, and attack Syria by what? By force. I think he had a reason. Another one, the occupation of Syria by Egypt. It is said Mehmet Ali, using his son Ibrahim Pasha, they occupied what? Syria. This annoyed Turkey because Turkey was the controller of Syria, and this resulted in two conflicts between the Turkish and Egypt. Another key aspect, the continued decline of the Ottoman Empire. Because the Ottoman Empire every time was declining, it is this that led to the Syrian question. Since the Ottoman Empire was declining, this made Mehmet Ali to believe that even if I attack Syria today, which was part of the Ottoman Empire, I'm going to succeed. Because the empire was doing what? Declining. That's why we are blaming Mahmud II. Why conquering such a big empire? Moreover, he could not manage to control the what? The empire. We are criticizing him. Then the defeat of Turkey and Egypt in the Greek War of Independence. Let me tell you, Alexander Ypsilanti, the leading thinker in the struggle in the Greek War of Independence, finally defeated the Turkish because the Greeks got their what? Their independence. So by this time, this led to the Syrian question. Because the Sultan could not give Mehmet Ali the territory. Why? Because he has been defeated. Altogether, I have been defeated, and then you demand for what? Territory. So it is this that led to the Syrian question. Because when the Sultan refused to hand over the territory, Mehmet Ali sent his son, Ibrahim Pasha. Another one, the uncompromising character of Mehmet Ali of Egypt. Mehmet Ali had what to call uncompromising character. The man was not willing to negotiate. Even at a time when there was a need for negotiation, this man was not willing to listen. It is this that led to the Syrian question. Because Mehmet Ali wanted to solve the crisis using the war, and this led to the Syrian question. Then the rising military and economic power of Egypt. We are saying today, as Egypt grew militarily and economically. It is this that led to the Syrian what? Question. How? Since Egypt was growing militarily and economically, it was confident enough to rise up and fight against Turkey, claiming that since we are economically strong and militarily strong, we can defeat what? Turkey. So it is this that led to the Syrian question. A conflict in the Ottoman Empire. Then another key aspect as we are moving on, the desire by Sultan Mahmud II to revenge against the defiant Mehmet Ali. I can tell you Mehmet Ali was not willing to listen. Mehmet Ali knew that Syria was part of the Ottoman what? Empire, but he was defiant. It is this that led to the Syrian question. Because as they were not willing to solve the issue peacefully, they had to fight against one another, and this led to the Syrian question. Then we are like saying the repressive rule of the Egyptians in Syria. It is said when Egypt was occupying Syria for some time, it was so repressive, like killing people, imprisoning people. The Turkish could not accept to hand over Syria to Egypt because Egypt was so repressive, using harsh laws against the people. Then the assistance of Prussia to the Ottoman Empire. It is said Prussia gave assistance to the Ottoman what? Empire. As Prussia gave assistance to the Ottoman Empire, it is this that made Turkey to become confident, and this led to the Syrian question. Because the Turkish knew that they had the support of Prussia. By the way, Prussia is the leading state that led other states in the fight for the unification of Germany. Praise be to a man called Otto von Bismarck, lead thinker. According to Dennis Richards, Dennis Richards is authority in history. Dennis Richards says in his book that Bismarck could juggle 5 eggs in the air without one egg falling. In other words, he could play countries and no country could rise up against him. He was a political player, Otto von Bismarck. That's why they called him Prophet Bismarck. He prophesied the emergence of World War I. He prophesied. When he was going to die, he was heard telling those who were around that one time in this world, there would be a great war. But unfortunately, I will be dead. The way he emerged when he was already dead. So he was proclaimed a true prophet of history. A man prophesied the war. Those are great prophecies. Another point, okay, the support to Mehmet Ali and Egypt from France. It is said when France promised to support Mehmet Ali, a man called Louis Philippe. This man promised to help Mehmet Ali. It is this that led to the Syrian question. Because he became confident since he had the support from